If you thought professional tackle football was only for men, think again. A group of Chicago women are proving that they can get as rough and tough on the field as the guys do.
I know it sounds insane. Just come to the game and you'll see what it's about.
Let some of our players hit you and then come back to me and tell me that it's not real football.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8! It's 11 on 11, full pads, full bore. Players get hurt, ACL tears, broken bones. It's football in the purest form.
What we're doing out here is not powder puff. It's not flag football, you know. We're out here and we play.
This is not football for girls who are afraid to get hurt. It is real, full-contact, professional football right here in Chicago. Chicago is indeed a sports town with dedicated players and fans, and the Chicago Force is no exception to the rule. The all-female team is part of the Independent Women's Football League and has existed since the IWFL's launch in 2000. Still somewhat of a hidden gem in the city, the more than 50 women on this team surprise a lot of locals when they tell them what they do for fun.
You still get that reaction, wow, you play football. I think as people start to realize it's out there, they come to the games. I mean, we have a great crowd that comes to our games. That's still only compared to, how many millions of people live in Chicago, a very small percentage know that we exist.
Since women's tackle football is fairly new to the sports scene, it's new to these women too. Many of the women on the team are seasoned athletes. They've played many sports, from lacrosse to baseball, but for them, tackle football is a first.
When players first come out, they have very little football IQ. As they continue to play, their football IQ gets higher and higher, which then allows us to do more and more complex stuff.
When I look at old film, I can't believe how much better we've gotten. I mean, the first year it was like watching youth soccer. It was one ball and 22 people chasing it. And each year the progression has been tremendous.
For many of these women, gearing up and getting out on the field is something they've always dreamed of. Even though they don't get paid like NFL players, and in fact have to pay to play, they say it's an opportunity they never thought they'd get in their lifetime.
I've always wanted to play. Like, I've been around it pretty much all my life. My brother played, my father coached. He played Pee-wee, and so I was always there, and I always loved the sport, but I was never given an opportunity to play.
I played rugby, but to really put the pads on and to do what they do when you see it on TV with the college and the pros, I felt I had a good understanding of football until I started playing, and now I'm like, wow, now I see it in such a different light, and it's so much fun.
The 1,600 women who play in the 41 IWFL teams across the country are not full-time athletes. They're juggling their passion for football with their full-time jobs, which range from being mothers to police officers, electricians to doctors.
Little Barney Boo-Boo, I don't want to see you.
Along with playing on the Chicago Force, left tackle Dawn Peterson works as a preschool aide and is studying to become a teacher. She says that although school and her job are demanding, combined with 2 football practices a week, getting out on the field on game day is her release.
I have lots of aggression pent up from the day because I'm working with 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds and babies, and you're definitely not going to take any out on them. So I get to come out here and I get to pop some people, and I'm not really hurting them, and that's not what I'm out to do. But yeah, you get some good hits in. At the end of the day, you're tired, you've worked up a good sweat.
Offensive line right tackle Rosalind Bennett also works with young people during the day as a dean of students in a Chicago public school.
I'm constantly, possibly around negativity all day, so this is refreshing to be able to come out here and to just relax, not have to be responsible for the hustle and bustle of the day.
The women of the Chicago Force say along with the stress release that playing football provides, socializing with the women on the team is also a big part of the affection for the sport. They say there's a strong sense of camaraderie and a lack of cattiness that isn't typical among a large group of women.
The bond that all these girls have and the bond that our team has, it's so strong, and this team is like family. And to see a group of people so diverse, and we come from all different walks of life, everyone loves and respects each other. Even if we're not best friends off the field, when we're here, we're tight.
Later in the show, we see if girls really play football like the guys do. And I get out on the field to find out just how tough it really is to play with the Chicago Force.